grand dreams, hopes, heart's desires, gone to hell in a handbasket, broken, shattered, abandoned, don't have the energy to repair all of them, or to complete all of them. But love will find a way to move beyond. We got here, we built. It's time to pick up the pieces. Don't be a D. Don't be a D. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your heart's desires. Don't make such a mess for yourself that it's going to take every ounce of energy to clean them up. Living with a narcissist when you've already got issues and grew up with abuse. Break the habits, break the patterns, break the cycles. All the headlines are saying doom and gloom for today and revelations. Well, this is the revelation I have to say. It is a matter of heaven and earth, our mind, our way of thinking, and what we create in our life. The earth being our body. Do we want it trashed? Do we want to be an empty shell that's been devastated inside, neglected, ignored, that our spirit and soul is not nurtured or nourished, and that we're just an empty shell of a being, wandering around broken and lost, in a mess, or in a wilderness or darkness we don't understand, or of things that nobody wants, needs, or is willing to do. We came up here with lots of plans. Everything that comes up here dies and stays. I've got many vehicles. We brought them up here, they died. Tried to even give them away to the junkyards. They won't come fetch them. They won't come up that driveway. They're afraid, they're unwilling. They don't see it of value, they don't see it of their time. The motors may not be good, but the trannies are good, the rear ends are good. I guess I spent too many years in the junkyard. But I also see the parallels in our lives. This junky-ass camper is much like how I've been. Used and neglected and set aside. Without any value to where anyone else would want to put any effort and energy into it. When we first got it, it was full of rat and coon and squirrel stuff. They chewed away the copper from the fridge. Underneath the beds above the wheel wells was full of shit. Everything was tore up. We cleaned it up, cleaned it out, disinfected it, made new cushions, made new curtains, lived in it till we built the house, and now look at it. Roy turned cranky while he was in there. He became Archie Bunker on steroids. He wanted an Edith. Now, I'm not Edith by any means. I liked who I was and knew who I was before I married him. But as a child, I kept seeing this image. And I believed he was the one I was to help. I didn't realize that he did not want to be happy. He did not want to live. He did not want to feel emotions. I knew he wanted an old woman to take care of him. Well, I wasn't old at the time. But he sure made me an old woman, inside and out. That's my own fault. I allowed him because of my belief. I allowed him for my want to be of value and my need to be loved. It is my own doing, my own creation. This is my mess, and I will clean it up. It's taken me 3.5 years to recover from all the exhaustion of my lessons. When I was a child, I wanted to be the medicine man, the shaman, the healer, the holy man, the stinger. It was a long, hard lesson, too. Realizing that no matter how much hope, how much love, how much time, how much effort you put into it, If somebody's not willing to heal, they won't. So I choose to be as a buffalo medicine. Right thinking, right action, right being in service to others. I may not go with a physical contact through massage or hands-on healings, but I can do prayers, share insights, and say, don't be a D. Don't be like me. Don't wreck your life and make such a disaster to clean up, emotionally, mentally, intellectually, psychologically, or physically or financially. Right now I'm overdrawn in the bank. I got distracted and wasn't paying attention. But I'll pay for it. No big thing. It's only money. Money is not my God. Fear is not my God. And I do not wish to let anger, hate, rage, or blame, or any other negative emotion take place in me as though it were a God. That honored my birth mother's words and her rage and all the abuse that she did to my brother and myself, and all the blame and the not being worthy or deserving or having issues that she embedded in me. Don't be a D. Don't spend 60 years or plus of your life carrying forth the words, the angers, the needs, the wants, the expectations of others because of your need to be loved. Do not enter into unhealthy relationships. Do not enter into jobs where you're not fulfilled and satisfied mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, financially, or spiritually. Take time to nurture and nourish your spirit and soul, even if it's only in the tiniest of ways, in the tiniest of moments at a time. Take time for yourself, your true soul self, your happy self, that which needs love, that which desires love, and that which is love that needs to express itself freely and gladly to enjoy life. Yeah, physically, my eyes see mess, clutter, dying plants, mud, debris, all the devastation symbolized of my life and my inner self reflected around me. But yet love lives. Yet love lives. It felt as though it was dead. It felt as though it was gone. But love is still alive. Love still lives. Love is still living. Regardless of what irritations, aggravations, abrasions, love is still here. Don't be a D and live in misery. Don't be a D and live with a narcissist and crucify yourself, your soul, your spirit, and your happiness if there's not truly good need. You may be helping them, but are you helping them in their soul? Are you helping their spirit? Or are you feeling a need to be needed, a feeling a need to be wanted, dealing with all the drama and the trauma and the self-destruction? Are you learning what your soul truly needs to learn? Or are you learning because of old patterns? Don't be a D. Look at your patterns. Look at what you're allowing to happen to you. You may feel it's out of your circumstance. You may not be able to change everything at once. But start within. Start loving yourself. Start making time for yourself. Start bringing comfort to yourself in whatever way you can that is not self-destructive. Take the foundations of the good that is in you. When you were born, you were not born of sadness and sorrow. You might have tendencies to, because of your environment from in the womb or the environment of your youth and your growth and development. But you were born perfect and pure of love and dependent on everything around you, and that's what you formed your current position with. If you are having difficulty finding happiness or connecting to source or self, to finding fulfillment or satisfaction, take the time to do whatever you can, even if in the smallest of ways, to find what brings you happiness. If it's reading, writing, speaking, drawing, painting, carving, whatever, a physical outlook, a physical expression, to vent the trapped emotions. Your body will hold them. Wherever there's hurts is where the message of spirit is. Your body's a roadmap. It'll tell you what you need to address. If you look within and remember what was there, or you feel what is there, it will be speaking to you and telling you what you have to go through or to let go of. Ask for inner guidance. Ask for the angels to help, the angelic forces of love. Ask for the strength and fortitude to go through whatever hurts there, to clear it out, and to make whatever changes you can to prevent it from continuing or being recreated, to raise your vibrations and frequencies to a better place, to a happier, healthier, wealthier place for the spirit, for the soul, for the heart, for the psyche, the mind. Don't be a DEE and continue to make such a mess for yourself and wait way on down the road to finally decide to pick up the pieces and go on. Climb out of that hole as quickly as possible. Don't be a DEE. They say that it is time for the revelations to begin. It is the revealing of the truth, the revealing of your truth, what your spirit, what your soul need, what they came to do, what they came to be, which is to love, good, bad, and otherwise. The revelation is to clear away all the veils that have kept you in the dark, unhappy, unhealthy, unfulfilled, and satisfied. Bruno? He thinks he's big enough to take on the buffalo. Afraid of what he doesn't understand. And that's normally what fear is about. If we don't understand it, we often become afraid of it, instead of trying to learn or understand. Hey! And of translating it in a way that the heart, the mind, the spirit of the soul can understand. I've crawled out of that big deep hole. I'd crawled several times, but I kept getting knocked down. And I was sad this morning when I first woke up. But even inside the house, which is a bigger mess than out here, I kept hearing, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. I've been feeling it for several days now. And I know things are changing for me. If the revelation is supposed to be today, I welcome it. I celebrate it. I'm ready. The animals are acting weird, but it's time of change and season. But I'm ready for change. I'm tired of treating myself like trash. I'm tired of living like trash. And the energies are coming together that I can make these changes. That I can clean up this mess and clear away whatever damages are done. There's a good foundation here with which to rebuild my house. To remodel the physical house of wood and lumber and glass and concrete and wires. but also that of my flesh and bones and heart and mind. To take the good that is here, to move beyond the past, and not warehouse it, to clear out the clutter of the mind, to clear out the ego and the shadow self. And that to me is the difference between heaven and earth. Heaven is the thoughts where the heart and the mind come together. What they would call the higher heart, where the truth lies within us. The part where the mother and father are together as one. That our truth is in the body. While we're here in the earthly realm. That the mind and the heart work together as one and divine will is done. That we are happy and fulfilled and satisfied in that moment regardless of what surrounds us. Regardless of what we learned as a child. Regardless of what we grew up being taught. I should be ashamed by what I was taught of showing this video. Of showing all the mess that is here. I should be ashamed of showing the filth. I should be ashamed of showing my failures. But the truth is, in this moment, I am celebrating the fact that I am shedding that guilt, that shame, those teachings. That the truth within me of love is being revealed. And that my love for others tells them, don't be a DEE. Don't be like me. Don't do what I have done. Don't go where I have gone if you don't need to. Now, if it's part of your soul's purpose to learn these things or to experience them, that you can help others, so be it. But if you don't have to torture yourself or torment yourself, to make a martyr of yourself or to learn or to understand others, to help them, then don't do it. Don't live with narcissists. Don't tear yourself apart. Don't enter into relationships as a boss, a co-worker, anything that would belittle you, put you down, make you to hurt, or to take away from your spirit's fulfillment, happiness, peace, and well-being. For in the end, let the body feelings and expectations and needs be put aside. And let that of the mind and the heart in union and harmony come together as one. The divine will is done, that you're fulfilled, that you're satisfied, that you're at peace, and that love lives.